What's up, everybody? It's AJ with etrailer.com. Today we're going to be checking out the Curt QuickPin coupler. Now these are going to come in 3 different versions. We're going to have the 2-inch channel, 2.5-inch channel, and then we have the 3-inch channel here installed on our boat trailer today. Now what this does is, instead of having that rusty old latch that gets stuck up here up top, it eliminates the latch and it's just a pin and clip now instead. Far easier to use and quicker to get it all connected. Now, even though they are different channels, they're all going to be weight rated the same. So just make sure you get the right one for the right trailer. Let's check them out. Now let's go ahead and put it to the test. It's supposed to be a lot easier this way without the latch, because like I said before, those latches can rust up and just fight you sometimes if they get jammed. You end up fighting that more than actually hooking up the trailer. This should be pretty easy. We can lower it right down on the ball, pull the pin and clip, and we'll see how it works. The one thing I'm concerned about though is if we do lower it down and it's not straight on that ball, is it going to be easy to get that pin and clip in? Let's find out. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the clip in the pin. It's nice that it has a tether there. You don't have to worry about it falling off or having that separate, because it's kind of a pain to have that in your pocket if that was not attached. So it can go either way and just hang there, and it'll be there with the coupler. So we got it about lined up. I'm going to go back to the jack and just lower down onto the ball. There we go. Falling down into place. All right, so the wheel is up, so all the weight is down on here. Let's see if this is easy to say. Pin went right in. And so did the clip. So yeah, I'd say that worked pretty well and pretty easily. Now all versions of the QuickPin are going to be able to fit a 2-inch ball, and they're all going to have the same weight rating of 3,500 pounds. One of the issues we did run into is when it comes to locking this 3-inch channel on. Now they do make a locking hitch pin that goes in there, but it's not for this version. It works on the smaller ones, the 2.5 and the 2-inch channel, just not on this one because it digs into the lip here. It's not long enough, so it's just not going to be able to lock it into place. Now, if that's a big deal, I would suggest checking out one of the couplers with a latch on it, because you can still lock those. They make latch locks. eTrailer makes one. It's awesome. We know it works. We've tested it. So if it's a must that you have to lock it, I would go that route, because otherwise Curt doesn't recommend, they don't make one for this, and they recommend you don't use anybody else's on this quick lock connect or coupler. So if you need to go that route, I would check those out. Otherwise though, if you have one of the smaller ones, it's going to work just fine. The whole thing's made out of a black powder coat steel, and it's a bolt-on installation. It's pretty easy. It didn't take me that long to do it. Check out how we did it. Now we're going to install our new coupler. We went ahead and removed the old one first. Just going to set our Curt one into place, line up those holes. Ours line up pretty well here. There is a spacing of, from center on center, it's going to be 3 inches in between those holes. If yours don't quite line up, you might have to drill new ones. It also doesn't come with its own hardware, so you'll have to use existing hardware or get your own. And we're going to use the existing hardware for the old coupler. These are going to be blocks, the bolts through them. We're going to run them to the outside. So just push it in there and try and line up with that back hole with the plate pushing up against the coupler. We'll come back and just add our nut on the other side. And repeat that for all the holes. With them all installed, you want to come back with a torque wrench and get them torqued down to the specific torque rating that's in the instructions. Looks like that's good there, and you're going to repeat that for the rest of the 3. Overall, it's a pretty easy install. You just kind of remove the bolts in the old coupler, replace it with the hardware, go ahead and tighten it down, torque it, and you're done. It didn't take us that long, and now we're good to go and hook up to our vehicle and tow our boat. Well, I think that does it. Thanks for hanging out, and I hope this helped.